My name's Yarima Karama, and this is the first segment that we're going to have of this new installment of Voices from Behind the Wall. And wanted to do this segment dealing with the system, the judicial system, the prison system, what brothers and sisters go through behind those walls that we aren't privy to. A lot of us don't know, and quite frankly, they try to keep that part of what goes on in America. They try to keep that hidden because at the end of the day, it's very big business in this country. So I wanted to start this segment called Voices from Behind the Wall to give those voiceless a voice, to give those people who are doing time, who have gone through the judicial system, to show the iniquities within that system and also show the deficiencies and some of the inhumane acts that take place behind what I consider to be enemy lines. So with that said, this first segment we're going to talk about a friend of mine. We'll call him Rob. And what makes Rob's story so prevalent is I remember when Rob and I talked and he was telling me about his day in court. He went for sentencing and he was on a drug charge, hadn't killed anybody, got caught with like a kilo of powder cocaine, and so he's going for sentencing. He's already been found guilty, went to jury trial, took his case to trial, and he goes to sentencing and the judge is sitting there and the prosecutor is talking, saying, you know, how Rob is just this big menace to society because he sold all these drugs in his community. And his attorney, Rob's attorney, of course, is arguing that, hey, you know, my client deserves some leniency. This is his first offense, has never been incarcerated before. And the prosecutor's asking for the maximum, which is what they do. The prosecutor, they're always going to do that. That's like common operating procedure. So he's asking for the maximum, and in federal court, in most courts, they like to talk in terms of months. So the judge, after he goes through his spiel about what drugs do to the community and that sort of thing, the judge says, well, you know, I sentence you now to 360 months. And so Rob is, you know, he's looking and he's, you know, you can tell he's trying to calculate, and he looks at his attorney and he's like, you know, 360 months, what, how much is that? You know, and his attorney's like, that's 30 years. And he was like, he said his knees just got weak, said he was really about to fall and hit the ground. He was like, you know, he knew he was going to get some time, but 30 years. And he says, Your Honor, I can't do 30 years. I got kids. You know, I know you know, the jury found me guilty, but 30 years? And he says, I can't do that. And I'll never forget, Rob said the judge flipped his glasses down over, looked over his eyes and over his glasses and said, I know, son, just do what you can. And, you know, when I look back on it, you know, just the callous nature of our judicial system and how they look at punishing, particularly people of color. There's just no, most of the crimes, the times don't fit the crime. Taxpayer dollars wasted on lengthy sentences, and just the breakup of the family unit. I know Rob, he was like, you know, I can't do that. I got kids, man. You know, 30 years, my kids are going to be grown. You know, and I know people will argue, well, he should have thought about that. And that is a valid argument. However, 30 years, really? Do I want to pay taxes for taxes for his incarceration for 30 years for a nonviolent offense? Really? Tales from behind the wall. Yarima Karama. Peace.